If you find yourself tired of buying gym memberships year after year and wasting them, a number of times you started a diet and quit, and you wonder why working on your health is such a chore and you cannot be consistent, then listen up because you're at the right space. Because in this video, I'm going to share with you the most common mindset barriers that keep you in this loop of inconsistency and follow it up with 6 practical tips that will make it super easy to stay consistent. Hello everyone, I'm Srishti and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi again from Future Srishti. I quickly wanted to share a background story and why you should listen to me. And I'm embarrassed to admit, it took me roughly 10 years to get from where I was at 20 to where I am today. But more than the time, I wasted a lot of mental energy obsessing over the right kind of information that I need to have before I would be consistent with my goals. And as a result, I kept on quitting on my goals, hence the 10 years. But seriously, it was a struggle to get back to gym, to get back to that diet each time that I stopped. So with this video, my intent is that you save time and mental energy. Ultimate weapon for that is consistency. But you're like, consistency isn't that easy, Srishti. Wrong. To be consistent by definition is actually repeating the same way over and over again. Anything that is repeated over a period of time becomes easy. Think about it. You brush every day. Do you dig up a hole, make a well, take out water, go and cut trees, take out that branch people used to use to brush their teeth? No. You get what I mean? You don't do all this. You buy a toothbrush off the shelf, you buy a toothpaste off the shelf, and you clean your teeth because that's what you need to do. It should be the same when it comes to your health. Because all the basic health goals are pretty straightforward and all the information you need is out there. But it's not the same with health, is it? The distorted value that we've put on the purpose of fitness in our generation, we tend to make being consistent at health harder for us. In order to be consistent at anything, you make it easy. If you start from here, you'll get there faster and much happier. And with that, back to the main video. I heard Joe Rogan say this on one of his podcasts. Neither realize that your body is like a race car. You are the person who's responsible care of it, modify it to be this race car which has alloys and modified engine that can go to this horsepower and has these leather seats and looks great, it's painted fresh. Or it's your choice to kind of drive in a nano and be okay with it and pretend like it's not your responsibility to upgrade. Try to look at it from an identity lens. You remember me talking about that friend who really wants to work out and are always there in the gym? They always have the energy somehow. It's probably because they identify with this person who works on their health, likes to be fit. To actually be consistent at your health, try sort of playing with your identity a bit. Anything that you can build up in your CV of your own character, that I'm this person who likes to play sports. I am this person who likes to move every day. Talking to yourself in that language and actually discussing with your friends that, yeah, I used to be like that. I am not a fanatic when it comes to my weekends, but I like to eat healthy 80% of the time. And suddenly, something shifts, people looking at you differently. And I think just micro changes to that identity help you kind of get outside of that mindset of this being a drudgery. Slowly and steadily, you sort of become that person that you want to be. So now that we've discussed all the barriers that can come in between you being consistent, I want to quickly talk about 6 very practical tips that helped me stay consistent on my goals. First one being wear your gym clothes. So I don't know what it does exactly, but you're sitting in your comfortable pajamas on your couch, you've come back from work and you're exhausted, thought in your mind that you should work out or you want to go for that walk. Don't think about it and wear what you would wear on a walk. And once you change and you have those clothes, you just feel different. Like you wear your shoes and everything and you feel different and you're like I'm actually in the clothes, like might as well just go and for 20 minutes. Maybe you're tired, so you don't want to go to the gym. Maybe I'll just take a 20 minutes walk. It's just about switching that avatar of yourself. This really does it. So try it. The next tip is don't overthink it. If you have that inkling that shit, I had to work out, should I do it now? Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have more time. Don't give your brain a chance to convince you that this is not the right time, because it will. As soon as you have that thought, just grab onto it. Just do it. Let's take that pat on my back. You know you will feel great after that. Brings me to the third one, which is set smaller goals. I cannot say it enough that when it comes to your fitness goals, if you're consistent and you build momentum, that will just break the resistance at its neck. Your workout regime can look as you like, because remember, we are working on the identity first and what you need to do. next. So if you have that momentum going about your identity, that I am this person who gives myself 15 minutes in a day, 4 days in a week, whatever looks digestible to you and your identity. So start with a small goal. Do you, but do small, and keep doing. The fourth tip, which is keep a set schedule or the time where you're going to work out. A lot of people like overestimating themselves when it comes to working out, that I'll get up tomorrow morning, early morning. The usual routine, you kind of doze off at 1 a.m. and you get up at 8 a.m. But then for this walk and this workout, when you're planning this, you're making it harder in your head. You're overestimating random stuff that you will get up at 6 a.m. for that workout. Let's be practical, and you can set a time for your workout in the time that you're awake according to your current sleep cycle. For me, I used to do this. Like, I had this slot in the morning and I had this slot in the evening. Before I'll decide, tomorrow I'm going to do it in the evening. So as soon as the clock strikes 4:30, I change into my clothes. And now I've changed, might as well like drive and go to the gym and then figure out what I have to do. Brings me to the tip, which is shuffle your workouts up. If you do the same workout every day, same diet every day, you are setting yourself up for failure. So don't enjoy gym. Don't do gym for 4 days. In the next week, you're like, you see yourself resisting it every time, then it's time to kind of like reshuffle your workout and include something that you really enjoy. Dance, it could be a sport that you really love. If you're giving yourself those minutes in your day for yourself, then do something hits two birds in one stone. And that brings me to the final tip, which is look for a workout buddy. You don't have to go with a friend if you cannot, but the greatest tip from a person who really loves to work out, if you're serious about being consistent, looking out in your inner circle or outer circle, whoever you feel comfortable with and safe with, just text that friend of yours who is regular in their fitness. Make them your accountability partner and be like, whenever you go for workout, just text me and it will motivate me. And maybe make a WhatsApp group. Those updates will maybe motivate you. Sometimes we falter to keep those accountability to ourselves, but then when it's somebody else, you get competitive and you're like, okay, now I have to go. I told them. And on the flip side, it would be like, that's why I'll not do this. But if you're really serious and you're watching this, I think you do want to make it easy for you. For a quick recap, the tips on the screen, and maybe you can take a screenshot and print it out and keep it on your desk or wherever you can look at it every day. Remind yourself that it's very, very common kind of falter at your workout regime. But if you look at it, it's more about the mindset shift. When you look at your health, understand that it is not just about physical goal or that weight loss or that ideal physique that you really want to have, because that will take you time to get there. But in the process, just working for the next 15 days, 30 days, the 90 days, and each day that you're working towards that goal, you'll get these magical soft benefits of health. And just remembering these smaller, more nuanced benefits will keep you on track and can come in handy when you really need that motivation, that I'm not really energetic today, at least I feel good about myself. Manage my stress better after work if I go for a walk. You can still pat yourself on the back, small achievements that you make on your way. Because if you obsess over the outcome so much, you can fall into this barrier and lose track what we truly value when it comes to our fitness and health. And like me, if you're someone who lives in the city, you should definitely check out this video, which talks about the real reason why city life sucks. And share this video with a friend who is starting their journey or trying to be consistent in their workout. I hope this video has helped you in some way, and you take lots of care, and I'll see you in the next one.